bastard really got me.
Well, I never. The pictures are... Gone weak at the knees, have you? Come here, bitty liver. Ah!
О! Два раскаленные, пробивная стрела. Вот хуй. Ну что ты мне, блять, скажешь? Тебя въебать. Ну давай. Ебать. Прям въебал, бля.
Oh, it's a hoof-pick. Someone in Neuhoff must know more about him.
Все говно. Нахуй, пусть себя оставят. Вот хуй. И ты иди отсюда, блядь. Блять, лук это прям вообще топ. Жир. Чпанк. Блять, кровь мне откуда-то напоминает из какой-то старой игры такая же, блять, кровь была такая подсвечивающаяся. Если, блядь, прошли уже столько времени, почему она до сих пор такая не застывшая? Чуть странно. Ну это ладно.
If you don't put that weapon away right now, I'll call a guard on you.
Бедная лошадка.
Such senseless brutality. They slaughtered horses as well as people, and yet it seems they didn't take anything. Do you know whose hoof-pick this is?
Ginger's. He was always bragging about it. Why do you ask?
I'm just trying to get the story straight.
But you won't find Ginger here anymore. He left.
And you don't know where Ginger could have gone?
Dunno. Ask Jakob. Take care now.
Another useless soldier come to ask questions. You should have fucking been here last night.
What's wrong with your arm? That's nasty. It needs to be cleaned out and bandaged. Let me.
That feels a mite better. Thank you. What do you need to know?
Any idea where I might find this ginger?
Well, that's the thing. He packed up and left.
What?
Look, I know how he looks. But Ginger is a fine fellow. I don't believe he had anything to do with the attack.
Do you know anything about this hoof pick?
Yeah, it's Ginger's. He had it made in Mate.
Where could he have fled to?
I might know. But you gotta promise me one thing. When you find him, listen to what he has to say before judging.
You have my word.
Sometimes the charcoal burners come to see him. He gets on well with them. I think that's where he's gone.
And where is that?
No idea. They've always kept to themselves, you know, charcoal burners.
But the forest is full of folk like that. They could be anywhere.
Aye, except these ones won't be far. If you follow the stream from the stud farm towards Rate, you'll come across one of their camps. Only
What?
Ginger didn't go that way, though. He always went by the big road, through the woods in the direction of Ujits.
But how can I find them?
There's always smoke when they work. You'll smell them before you see them. Well, and they need to be near water. There's that too.
So if I go through the woods along running water, I'll find them.
Exactly. God be with you.
I'll be with you.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Me teach you? But you already know everything.
I'd like to learn to fight better with an axe.
Me teach you? But you already know everything.
I think Ginger is mixed up in it somehow.
Why do you say that?
The hoof pick I found on the dead bandit in the woods is his.
That is fucking suspicious.
He disappeared right after we found those bandits in the woods. And I think I know where he went.
Where?
To the charcoal burners. He has friends there.
We've got to find him. But if his friends really are hiding him, I doubt they'll talk to my men. You should search for him, Henry. Go, before the trail turns cold. I'll send a report to Rattay.
Very well, sir.
Good luck to you.
Yeah. Да ёп твою мать, блять. Да.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for a ginger-haired boy. I hear he's friends with some charcoal burners.
We ain't friends with no redhead.
He works as a stable boy in the stud farm.
I know where that is, but I don't know no one from there. Farewell.
If there's something you want, better ask me first.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Could you help me?
Depends what you want, doesn't it?
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof. They say he ran away and joined up with some charcoal burners he used to hang around with sometimes.
Sorry, there's never been a lad called Ginger around here. You have to try somewhere else.
A murder's been committed at Neuhof, and that boy likely knows who did it. It's vital I find him.
There's been murder aplenty in these parts of late, but that Ginger lad really hasn't been here.
There'll be a lot less murdering going on once I bring those bastards to justice, so how about helping me out?
Calm down, lad, for the love of God. There's been no one like the boy you want round here. But then again, there are other charcoal burners. Try them. You might want to hurry. You're not the first to be asking about him, and the others weren't exactly a noble-looking bunch, although they were generous with their silver.
They didn't happen to say what they wanted him for?
No, but they definitely didn't look like they wanted to invite him to a feast.
Do you have any idea where else he could have gone?
You said he was friends with the charcoal burners? Well, you'll definitely find some in the forest between Neuhof and Uzets. There's good spots around there.
But that forest is huge. I could spend weeks searching.
Then follow the river. That's how you found us, isn't it? Where there's charcoal burners, there's always water nearby.
All right, I'll go and ask somewhere else.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Да, ёпт.
Yeah.
Да, блядь, перепрыгивай ты, сука.
Yeah.
Нормас. Да, блядь, почему я кнопку все время путаю?
Yeah.
Вот они, эти хуесосы. Ебашь хуесоса.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I'm looking for Ginger from Neuhof. Do you know anything about him?
I know him. What do you want of him?
There's a few questions I need to ask him.
Well, you'll have to go somewhere else to find him. He doesn't come here much.
I really must speak with him. A murder was committed at the stud farm, and that boy probably knows who did it. I have to get him to talk.
And you think he had a hand in it?
Hard to say. He ran away, but on the other hand, it seems he stabbed one of the attackers.
Well, when you put it like that, it's clearly urgent business. I do know him. Not personally, but I've seen him around. He's friends with the charcoal burners down by Townburg. I know he hangs around with the twins there.
Downstream by Townburg? Somewhere by the castle?
If you follow the river to the west, you're bound to run into them. Oh, one more thing.
Yes?
Some other men have been around asking about him, but they weren't as convincing as you. May the Lord watch over you.
Да, блять.
Yeah.
Good day.
Do you know where I can find Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof?
Why don't you try Neuhof?
He was there, but now everyone says he's hiding with some charcoal burner friends of his.
Ah. Well, I can't help you there. I've heard nothing about it. Or him. Good luck to you.
Good luck to you.
God save you. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for Ginger, a stable boy from Neuhof.
Then why don't you look for him at the stud farm?
He was there, but now they say he's hiding amongst some charcoal burners.
And where did you hear that? Anyhow, there's no one of that description here. Try asking somewhere else.
Look, a terrible crime's been committed at Neuhof, and Sir Radzig wants the culprits found. And here you are making it harder for me.
Well, if you've been sent by Sir Radzig, you can deal with those two criminals who've been lurking around asking about the same boy.
And do you know where they are?
They won't be far, but I don't know where exactly. From here they headed south, so maybe try there. There are plenty of good hiding places around.
So you're saying I should find them and kill them?
Just see to it they can't cause any trouble here. And then I'll tell you everything I know.
That's fair. I'll look for them.
The words of a true man. Once you take care of them, come back and we'll talk. Farewell.
Real talk. Think about it. Ебать.
Yeah.
Вот хуй. Нет. Их тут нема. Бля, где их искать-то, ёптёшь?
Yeah.
Ой, блядь, ой, блядь. Хорош.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Бля, весь лес пробовал. Где они? Не, ну точно должны быть здесь.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What did you do with the milk? Well, wenches and booze and indulgences, of course. Did you drink on your...
You get what for? Ох. Надо починиться. Нормас. А что там еще было? Блять, ну с лука их решать намного проще. Это, блять, что? 26. Да, мне больше нихуя не было. Два бомжа. Еще и лошадку мою чуть не подойдили. Я! Вот хуесосы. Ну-ка. Пожрать можно. Давайте пожрем. Дубина, паутина, блядь. Понятно, понимаю. Че, даже нихуя у этих хуесосов не было. Я! Минусанул двоих красавчиков. Нормас. Правда, они мне нихуя дамаг не накинули. А, ну броня, блядь. Броня очень сильная, блядь. Я. Да вообще похуй, ебать. Вообще. Я.
Taken care of those two cutthroats.
You don't look like you've been in a fight.
If you don't believe me, go and see for yourself.
All right, all right. All that matters is they've been taken care of.
They're dead. So, what was it you wanted to tell me?
Ginger was here, but the lads hid him away somewhere. I suppose there's no need for that anymore. He's in no danger now, is he? And nor are we.
That's right. You're safe now.
All right. They're hiding him nearby. A little way along the route to Uzhitz, there's a path to the right leading to a spring. From there, you'll find an upper trail to a ruined hut.
Finally, some useful information. Thank you, charcoal burner.
Been a pleasure.
Ow! Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Jesus, You've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are you, and why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Kill me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ushitz, and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ushitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. And then it was too late. They went past, and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight, and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started?
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I better lie low if I valued my life. He ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ushitz came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you knew about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still.
There was nothing you could do. That's all. Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but...
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
Just try, and you'll see whether they drive you away or not. But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for your help, and God bless you.
Yeah. 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 I'll be with you.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been. Take care now.
What do you think you're doing? Put the weapon away.
Well, what's troubling you?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story, or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called...
That?
He's... Yes, sir. Why choose Mehoy? But I have some news. The trail, that's...
Sure. Farewell.
God be with you. Do you need anything?
I'm looking for a fellow who lives here, but I don't know his name. Do you know anyone with a limp?
Aye, he lives here all right. The devil take him. In a cottage at the end of the village by the river. Take care.
What was that
It
noise?
came from over here.
What? Show yourself!